everybody. Thanks for joining us here at Wellness Wednesday at TBH. Today, our special guest is Juan Villarreal and Anne-Marie from Anne-Marie's Pizza and Wine Company. So welcome, both of you. We're so excited to have you here. Again, we were talking a little bit about what we do here and how we love working with our community members and organizations such as yours, that you can bring your specialties to the table. And of course, I love to cook, but I'm not the expert. So with that, I know you guys are going to be showing us and walking us through one of your special, your famous Chicken Marsala. Right. So before we get started, if you can just kind of introduce yourselves and give us a little background, and then it's all yours. You can just go with what you have there for us.
Hi, my name is Anne-Marie. I've been in the restaurant business, seems like forever. We are going to give you our Marsala wine recipe. It's been a family recipe for a long time. We're super excited to share with everybody. Glad you're all here.
Great.
My name is Juan. I've been in the hospitality industry for since I was 17, actually, 17, 18. I've been with Annie. I've known her for about 4 years, something like that. So I'm super happy to be part of the team. It's a great environment. She's awesome to work with, and it's a very close family that makes it real nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, welcome, and again, thank you for coming and joining us today. So it is interactive. So, basically you guys own the show. Go ahead and just, walk us through, and pardon me, but I'll probably interrupt every so often with just, any of the questions that pop up that, we can ask your professional opinions.
If you hear that ticker, we're open and running for regular daily activities. So apologies. We're going to be cooking with you and other people at the same time.
Great.
All right, so what Juan is doing, he's adding some garlic and oil to the pan with a little salt and pepper and the chicken, and we're going to cook that in a saute pan. So the chicken is finished. Try not to use a non-stick pan. Try to find a saute pan because you want all that grizzle and like burnt chicken pieces and all that stuff. You want to keep that for the gravy later. So here we go. Your chicken, it should be cleaned and pounded before you begin. Usually I recommend like 1 to 2 pieces per person, depending on how many people and how hungry you are.
Now, when you get your chicken, and not necessarily the restaurant grade, but at home, when you purchase your, chicken at the grocery store, do you rinse that before cooking?
Yes, we do rinse it. We pound it. We clean it. We tenderize it. If it's a big piece, we'll butterfly it down a little bit. Most importantly, just to get it tender, got to get rid of the fat. Is it recommended? It's a big argument. Do you wash your chicken? Do you not wash your chicken? In the restaurant business, we tend to try to wash things only because there's so much cross-contamination. We always want to be ahead of that.
Right. Yeah, it's like a toss-up. For me, I get the raw chicken, and I feel like I need to clean it really well. So everybody has a different opinion. So that was
a chicken and egg argument in the restaurant world for sure. Mm-hmm. But we like to try to stay ahead of things, so we try to clean and wash everything before we start cooking.
Right.
So now you see it's a little hard to see, but as the chicken's cooking, it's creating like burnt pieces, the garlic, the chicken, all that drizzle. We want it to stay in the pan.
Now, when you're cooking the chicken first, is there a rule of how many times you need to flip your chicken, or you should flip your chicken so it doesn't? I know it's different when there's sauces that saturate in the chicken, but generally speaking, my chicken sometimes tends to get dry unless I'm grilling it or it's in the oven because I'm overcooking and maybe flipping it too much. So what would be the recommendation?
High heat, you want to like kind of steer the juice in there. So one is cooking it at a fairly high heat, and the basic rule of thumb is you wait just like pancakes, so the ridge on the outside you'll see white, then you flip it. Because then you know it's almost to that halfway mark on the inside, and you'll be ready to go. Usually, depending on the thickness, 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Okay.
Well, can you bring that close to the camera so we can see? So he's got to bring it a little close. See all this stuff down here? This is all the stuff you want to leave in the pan when you remove the chicken.
And now, when you're cooking your chicken, is there a preference, you know, with butter or olive oil, or does it depend on the recipe, the type of chicken that you're cooking?
I'm sorry, I missed that.
That is, do you have a preference of whether you use butter or olive oil or any type of oils, or does that depend on the type of recipe that you're doing?
It's definitely different recipes. Some recipes call for butter, some call for oil. We're using the heavy whipping cream in place of that at the end. So the only time we're really bringing oil in is in the very beginning, just to cook the chicken. Also, sometimes the Marsala wine, when you buy it, you have to make sure you're going to get a dry Marsala wine as opposed to a sweet Marsala wine, because that definitely changes the flavor.
Uh-huh. And when you're doing, you know, like a recipe like, well, Marsala, I know it's a specific wine, but can you kind of make your own Marsala wine, you know, through maybe an old bottle of wine that you didn't finish?
I will say I've never tried that, but the wine you use is the flavor you're going to get. So if you have some kind of favorite you want to try, that's what cooking is all about. You know, trying different things, using this wine if you don't have that wine, just being forward. There's no wrong way. And it's your Marsala recipe when you taste it, you know?
Yeah.
First year we try to stick to this one only because everybody expects it. You know, they all knew this flavor. When they order their food, this is what they want. And in the restaurant, there's consistency is very important.
Right, right.
Now the chicken's done, it's going to pull it out and just put it aside. All the while, kind of keeping the heat on his pan.
Now we're going to take the red onions and we're going to saute them a little bit.
So he's going to start with the red onions and he's going to saute them a little bit. And then after that, he'll add his mushrooms and his marsala. And then we're going to let that simmer down.
And now, are red onions the preference for when you're doing a marsala, or is that what you guys use there specifically?
That's our recipe. As you look at research other marsalas, you'll see that they incorporate white onions, sweet onions, medallion, whatever they like. So now we're doing the mushrooms.
They are pre-cooked. We cook them in garlic, olive oil, salt, and pepper.
Okay.
Is that necessary? No. You could just use plain mushrooms. But we're already making them for our pizza and other items, so we're just using them for this as well.
Okay.
You're getting all that bonus flavor.
Yeah. Too bad we can't smell through the screen.
It's starting to smell really, really good. When the Marsala wine goes in, all that alcohol kind of goes into the air and it really gets delicious.
Right, right.
Okay, so away from the heat, I'm going to add the Marsala.
Why?
You don't want the alcohol with the heat to actually ignite the.
Right. Okay. And question on the mushrooms. What do you have a preference on the type of mushrooms that you use?
We're just using a regular standard mushroom, but obviously portobellos, you can pretty much interchange anything you like. We're just using a regular brown mushroom.
Okay. And how much wine did you put in there? Did you say?
I'm sorry, a full cup.
It's a full cup.
A full cup of Marsala.
You want to let them simmer for about a minute before you add anything else to the absorb the flavor.
Okay.
Oh, it does smell good right
So
now.
as you can see, you're starting to get all the coloring, right?
Yeah.
So, there's some of the coloring there, the mushrooms, the onions. Now we're gonna add 2 ounces of heavy cream.
This is also gonna act as like your thickening agent, so it's gonna make it a nice thick gravy.
And with the wine, you were just simmering, it was like about 3 minutes or so, right? That you simmer the wine to let it absorb?
As you can see, the color has changed a little bit to like a light brown, nice color.
Mhm.
The red onions has a nice color and flavor as well.
Now, are red onions generally, are they sweeter or?
Um, they are spicier. I don't know if sweeter is the word for it. They're definitely not sweeter. They have a spicier flavor to them.
Yeah, I don't use red onions too much in anything other than like maybe with a, you know, like an avocado dip, you know, type of thing. So I've never really cooked with red onions, and so I never really realized what, you know, their the flavor difference anyway.
I would say, if anything, go to like a yellow onion, which is obviously the most popular, as opposed to like the medallions or the sweet onions. Try not to use those because those are going to change the flavor.
Okay.
The yellow onion is very popular as well with the marsalas and the red onion.
Okay.
Did squeeze half a lemon in there. So you get a nice little thing. I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese to it to kind of thicken it up a little bit more.
Next, he's going to take our pasta and he's just going to get it finished up in the water. We kind of pre-cooked it a little for you so we'd be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to give it some water, finish it up.
At this point, too, we can reintroduce the chicken we had set aside. Maybe put it into the sauce for a little bit.
Now, aside from the garlic that you used, that was marinated in with the mushroom, do you put garlic at all in the sauce or anywhere? Okay.
The marsala has so much flavor, you don't really want to take too much away from it, you know? So between the mushrooms and the red onion, you don't really need much more. It has such a full body flavor. We're going to put it over spaghetti. Looks awesome. Yay.
Go ahead and take the chicken. We can have so this is the finishing touch too. We're gonna do a little bit of parsley to sprinkle. There we go.
Oh, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. So now, what kind what kind of wine would you pair with that, and a dessert if you were?
As far as wine, I would probably go with a Pinot Noir. A nice Pinot Noir is a very light wine that doesn't take a lot of flavor away from the marsala and from the chicken. It actually complements the pasta and the chicken pretty well.
Yeah, yeah. And how about dessert?
Dessert, I mean, we have our own homemade tiramisu. That's my favorite. Every time she makes it, I have to steal some from her.
Well,
Um,
you can't go wrong with tiramisu.
Especially when it's homemade, it's amazing.
But that's one thing I've never tried. So we're gonna have to work on that one too, that one day. Yeah, yeah. And then for a salad, would you do something more simple, like just a green salad because of all the flavors with marsala?
Yeah, you would definitely do something maybe like a traditional tossed salad, maybe some tomatoes, some onions. We do make our own dressing too. So my personal favorites are balsamic vinaigrette.
Right.
So they complement it pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's amazing. Now, tell me where, or tell our viewers where your restaurant is now.
So we are in Margate on 2403 North State Road 7, right over by Northwest Hospital. Not hard to find. And then we're just on the cusp of getting ready to open a new store in Pompano, 2313 North Federal Highway. Right about January 1st, we should be ready to open.
Oh, that's exciting. That was going to be my next question. When are you guys opening up in Pompano?
Yeah, we have a couple more hoops to jump through, and we should be ready to go, hopefully.
Okay. And I understand, are you going to be doing a wine membership or something there? I heard some rumors, I'm not sure.
Yes, we have a wine club started.
So our wine club has different subscriptions, but we're sharing exclusive wine, nothing that's you can easily find. We have some common brands, but we're trying to cater to things to real wine connoisseurs in a way. For something that they haven't tried before. All of our wines are going to be 4+ star rated, but we definitely have some really fun selections.
Oh, I think you might need to do some wine tasting for the ones that don't know much about wine.
Some coming up. We're working on the actual dates and stuff, but for sure, we're definitely planning some wine tasting.
Wine tasting, we're going to do some wine pairing.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Oh, wonderful. Well, we definitely going to need to be in contact and make sure so that we could be a part of that. It's always nice to learn new things, and it's exciting. So I'm excited for you guys and excited to see when the restaurant finally opens up. We'll definitely be there. And of course, we will be posting the recipe for our viewers. You know, we keep a copy of the footage on our YouTube channel. We'll share that with you guys if you want to share that as well.
Oh,
And,
thank you.
and we'll post the recipe because I know, you know, we go through it as quickly and we want to make sure that everybody gets the right ingredients and all that. So they can always refer back to it. And, you know, hopefully they'll come to your restaurant as well and get to try it. Taste what anyway. So, you know, it's exciting and definitely I can't wait to visit you guys in the Pompano restaurant. So you'll have to let us know as soon as that gets your 2 thumbs up to opening.
I'll let you know for sure.
We'll be there. Well, you guys, thank you both. We really appreciate you taking the time. I know it gets busy. You know, we try to get a good time where it's not so bad in between the shifts there. So, you know, we really appreciate you not only demonstrating, but giving us your recipe, which is exciting. So we'll have to give that a try at home.